Hey guys, we're doing a fitting on the rear seats of a 2024 Kia Sportage. We're going to be doing the back seats in canvas grey today. Let's go through the pieces. So when you open it up, you would have had 3 headrests, one of which is the center, which we will go through. You will have your armrest, you'll have your base seat, which is the full length. You'll have your 40 proportion backrest, which is the smaller of the two, and your 60 proportion backrest, which is the bigger of the two. So first we'll begin with the base. Now, the first thing you need to do with the base seat cover is you need to unattach all these Velcro straps so it's all open. And then what you want to do is you basically want to sit it where it's going to fit. So you're going to have all these short Velcros at the front and the long ones at the back. So you're just going to sit it over. Now, once you get to this point, you'll notice that these back corners aren't going to slide over because they have a piece of elastic strap stitched from one side to the other. Now, those go between this little back corner right here, just on the end of the cushion. So above the plastic, but at the back of this cushion. So just put those on both sides first. Now, the next thing you need to do is these back 3 flaps with the Velcros attached to them are just going to get tucked underneath the isofix points to the back. So you're just going to push them as far back as you possibly can. Now, the next part is a little bit tricky. What you need to do is you need to be able to lift this base seat up. Now, they don't have a latch or a pull strap like normal cars typically do. So what you need to do is you need to lift this corner and that corner and this front piece, and it will all pop out. You might have to give it a bit of a shunt, but it will pop out. And then we'll go to the next step of lifting it off. Okay, so now you're here where this front bit comes up. The next step is right in the middle here, about here underneath the seat, there's a metal loop that's attached to the actual seat base that goes underneath a hook. So what you need to do is you need to push the whole seat base back and then over the top of that hook. So you kind of got to push it up and lift it at the same time. And there you go. Next up, you're going to grab those Velcro straps that you forced to the back, and you're going to pull them nice and tight and connect them to these front ones, trying to keep this whole bottom line the same shape as the actual base itself. And do that to all of them. And now that's done. And now we can put the seat base back into place. And that's the base done. Now we'll do the backrests, but first take all the headrests off. Now we're going to do the 40 proportion first. So first thing you need to do is make sure the bottom of it is unattached and unattach this side piece. Now, where that side piece is, the shorter piece of Velcro compared to the bottom, that's going to be on the door side when you slip it over. So what you want to do is you just want to slide it straight over top. Now that that's over, what you want to do first is you want to make sure these loops are underneath the plastic surroundings for the headrest holes, just so you have access to the button. And then you're going to grab this front flap here and you're going to push that where the base is. You're going to push it between the backrest and the base to the back. Then you're going to lift the seat forward. Now, once you get to this point, you can reattach this side piece. So lay the flat piece over first and connect it up nice and tight. And that's that sorted. And then you'll need to undo this carpet flap. Now, to do that, you've got to put your hand underneath all the way down, and it's just hooked on by this little plastic hook onto a metal rail. Once that's up, you'll have the front of the backrest that has come through. Now you're just going to attach that straight onto the carpet right below this flap. And then this flap actually goes over top of that, back down, and reconnects. And then this back part will go straight over top of that flap that you just reconnected. And that's the 40 done. Now, before we do the 60 side, we're going to do the armrest because it's much easier to do that first. So you're just going to push it down, grab your armrest. Now, the duck logo is going to be on this back side. So when you put it over, just make sure that's the way it's on. So you're just going to slide it over, push it down, but before you go all the way to the end, make sure that little loop at the top of the armrest goes through that hole. And then you're going to push this bottom flap at the bottom of the armrest, and as you push it, roll it, and continuously do so till it pops out the top. Pull it nice and tight, put the top one at the bottom down, and put it straight over top. And that's that done. And now we can do the 60 proportion. Now, the 60 proportion has a split right at the back. So you're just going to make sure that's open. And what you're going to do first is you're going to go behind the middle seat belt and you're going to lift this seat forward just enough. And you're just going to put it straight over. And then you can put the other side on as well. Now, the first thing you're going to do, like we did with the 40, is you're going to push this back all the way. through the bottom of the base, and then you're going to push these loops underneath the plastic holes just so you know where the buttons are going to be and have access to them. And then you're going to lay the seat down again. Now, it's important that we reconnect this middle section up, but at the top here there's this little piece. Now that's going to go straight over, and then this part has a Velcro piece right in line with it. And then you're going to lay this Velcro piece flat and connect this one straight over top like it was before. And then, like we did with the 40, you're going to do this side Velcro piece. So pull that nice and tight and connect all that up too. Now, once we get to this point, what you're going to do is you're going to go to the back here and you're going to remove this carpet flap again, like we did with the 40 seat. And then once you've got this flap up, you can get access to those flaps that you push through. And you're going to pull them out nice and tight, and they're just going to connect right on top of this Velcro underneath the flap. And then you can connect the flap straight over top of that. And this middle piece can go straight over top of that carpet. And do that one last time with this side. Pull it nice and tight, connect it straight over the carpet, and connect this flap back up. Pull that nice and tight, straight over top of the carpet. Then you can lift it back up. Now what we've got left is the headrests. Now we're going to do the center one first because that is the one that is the odd one out. So what you're going to do is you're going to find the center headrest, which is the smaller of the two. Now out of the covers, there's two different types. There's two of the same and there's one different. But if you can't tell, if you look at the tag, the center will say .ctr at the end of the code. So if you're ever unsure, that's how you know that's the center one. Now when putting it on, it slides over the front and the tag is at the back. So that's the way that it goes on. So you slide the front on and then rotate the back over. And then once you've got it over, you're just gonna push that Velcro over and put that one straight over top. And that's the center done. And then you have the side ones. Now with the side ones, the tag that's on the inside is also at the back. So it's same sort of thing where you put the front in and you roll the back over. And then once you've rotated that over, that flap will go straight down and the two arms will go straight over top of that by the Velcro. And that is for either the left or the right. It doesn't matter because they are the same. And then do it to the exact same on the last one. And that's the finished product, guys. Hopefully it made sense and answered any questions you may have had. If it didn't, feel free to contact us. You can call, message or email us and we'll get back to you as soon as we can to get you back on the road. So all I can say now is stay safe, stay protected and have a great day.